Hey everybody, how's it going? Before we start the show, I'd like to apologize for our shitty audio quality this week. We had a washer and dryer going on in the background, and so I had to kind of filter and edit it out. But otherwise, enjoy the podcast. Welcome everybody to the Let's Get Irrelevant podcast, where relevant people talk about relatively irrelevant things. Heather just brought up a picture on her phone of a penis tattooed as a turtle. Anyway, I am here with my good friends, Desiree.
Hello, how you doing today?
They can't respond. And
I know.
Heather.
Hey everybody, if you ever get your penis tattooed like a turtle, just DM me real quick, because I just want to start a collection.
Not even a turtle, just any type of penis tattoo.
Yeah, DM me.
Her Twitter handle is, what is it? At Edgar Allan Yo
0.
So yeah, just DM her with them, with all them,
Penis tattoos.
penis tattoos, yeah.
I found one, and it's a man got his penis tattooed like a turtle, and I've just refrained to calling every penis a turtle now. And also, I'm making a lot of pickup lines in regards to his penis turtle. Good on him.
What are some of those pickup lines?
Okay, hold on. I don't remember them off the top of my head, but I was going with them today. One of them was something along the lines of what did I say? ABB. What did I say?
Turtle enter your...
Oh, yeah, something like, ABB, can my turtle feed inside of you? ABB, want to see my turtle's neck grow? Stretch?
Or like something with a tortoise and a hare.
Oh!
ABB, want to come home and see my turtle?
No, ABB, I'll be the turtle, you be the hare.
Yeah.
None of these are good pickup lines, so if you didn't laugh, it's normal.
I'm just gonna keep it up for us to enjoy.
So, getting off of that topic, Desiree, how was your day?
Pretty good. What did we do? We went to IKEA just to eat meatballs. Swedish meatballs, to be exact. And then we walked around, that was fun. And now we're just chilling.
We pointed out every stool in the store for Desiree.
Yes, I'm very short.
Desiree is like 5 inches.
I'm 5'11". 4'11".
4 inches, right?
4 inches, yes.
Yes.
I'm a midget.
You're not a midget, you're a gnome at that point.
Keemstar, is that you?
Hey, Keemstar, hit us up. So, today we are going to talk about... Can you stop? Give me your phone.
No.
We don't need to see...
We need it.
No.
I can't even see it. So
His
I'm
name's
good.
I can, and it's horrible.
His name is Jeffrey.
You
I
named
can hear
it?
and it's bad. His name is not Jeffrey.
the penis turtle.
Yeah. Okay.
Why is it that when you say penis, you can't say turtle correctly? Like, I couldn't say it right either.
Turtle.
Penis
Penis
turtle.
turtle.
Penis turtle.
Penis turtle.
Okay,
I love
It's
him.
such a weird thing.
I love him.
What I think is really funny is
He's
that
a champion.
God, I hate
He's
this.
a warrior for our rights.
What I think is funny is that the turtle's eyes are red. Like, why?
Maybe he's an evil.
It's like an
Penis
evil turtle, yeah.
I just like the fact that you can see his little
It's a little pee hole.
his little urethra.
Oh no, why?
Pretty cute.
It's pretty bad.
It's
Anyway,
And it's flaccid too.
Anyway, today what we're going to do is we're going to answer some questions on Reddit. I posted, hey Reddit, I just started a podcast with my friends called Let's Get Irrelevant. Ask us some random shit and we may answer it next week on the podcast. And your responses were sometimes interesting, sometimes not.
I mean, did anyone
We
tell
actually
us...
did get questions, so I was surprised. We got like 6 questions.
Did anyone tell us to actually go fuck ourselves?
Actually, no, they're all legitimate questions. I was very happy about it.
Good on you, Reddit. Good on
To be
you.
real. Although someone gave us... Okay, I'll throw the first one out there, because they wanted us to throw some icebreaker jokes in there.
I thought the penis turtle was enough.
No, he gave us icebreakers.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
okay, cool.
First one is, want to hear a joke about sodium? Nah.
Oh, it's so stupid. I
N-A.
love
A-O. You didn't get that one? Take a chemistry class. What do you call a camel with 3 humps?
Your mom.
No one?
Clue.
A pregnant camel.
Wow.
Hey!
These are not icebreaker jokes. These are just dad jokes. That's it.
No, they're anti-jokes.
No, these are jokes that dads would make.
Yeah, they are. They're jokes that my dad would make.
Yeah, they are.
But, okay. The first real question is, what are you guys' thoughts on Rick and Morty?
I think it's a great show.
I think it's a fucking incredible show.
I'm torn.
Why?
I watched it because Cody wanted me to. So I got through, like, I don't even know. Maybe.
She got through like half of season 1.
No, like, I got through, like, the first 2 or 3 seasons or something. I ended up in the episode.
There's literally only 2 seasons.
Okay,
right
well, anyway, the episode with the butthole guy.
now. Oh, Mr. Poopy Butthole.
Once he entered, I was done.
He's only a 1 episode character.
I can't go back after that. It sort of was just the worst episode I saw, and
I love that episode.
I hate it.
You know what episode she's talking about?
I don't think so.
It's the
I
one
have
where
not watched it in order, so like I'm like random.
it's the one where the parasites invade their house and they create themselves. They like make themselves into people and implant memories into the family's heads as if they were like old family members or friends or whatever. And every time they flash back, a new person comes in.
Yeah.
Also, I don't think it's the show for me because while I did watch it, I do not remember a single episode. So at that point, it's like, I don't really think I care.
You know, that's all fine. And, you have your own opinion, know. Yeah, you have your own opinion, but just know that you're wrong.
No, I'm not.
So
I'm not wrong.
The last episode I remember watching is one where like, was it Rick? Rick and Morty. Like there's like this parasite, and like it would turn into like different characters, and somehow
that's the episode that I'm talking about.
The
Yeah,
same episode.
Okay.
that is the same exact episode. I'm like a
The only one I
huge Rick
remember.
and Morty fan, to be honest. Like, I'm definitely the
I play
biggest
the
Rick and
game.
Morty fan out of what game?
The game on the phone.
The phone? Oh, the phone game. Yeah, the Pocket Morty's game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good game. It's basically like Pokemon,
Yeah.
but like Rick and Morty.
Interesting.
It's pretty funny. But no, I'm definitely the biggest Rick and Morty fan. Oh, and actually tonight is the season 3 episode 2 premiere for the rest of the season. For some reason, they did season 3 episode 1 and then just stopped for months.
Right.
And then did the rest of the season, and they're releasing it today. I don't know why. They have like they must have like some weird scheduling shit or something.
Well, that way with Bob's Burgers too. They were.
Yeah, Bob's Burger has it, but like also like I understand it because it's Adult Swim. Adult Swim has a lot of like.
Rotating shows.
Well, no, it has like a lot of weird shit with it. Like the creators are very like, they're very lenient with their creators, the people who make their shows. Like Justin Roiland and I forget what the other guy's name is. They'll just make it when they can.
Yeah.
But like the one thing that I think is incredibly genius about Rick and Morty is half of the time in Rick and Morty they're improvising. Quite a bit of Rick and Morty is improvised, and I think that's really genius. And I like that they put it.
It's not like an original concept.
No, it's not. But I think that the way that they do it is really interesting.
Sure.
And I like that they animate over it. I just think it's a cool little like outside fact thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think the show's like. I think all the conspiracy theories in the show is like interesting to listen to, but like I just don't think the show is that intricate.
Yeah, like about how
I just don't care.
like the Rick and Morty one where they say that Rick and Morty and Gravity Falls fall in the same
Yeah,
universe.
like that's really interesting, but I just don't
I
think.
have not heard of that.
Yeah, apparently the creator of Rick and Morty and Gravity Falls are good friends.
Mm-hmm.
And so they like put little things in each of their
Like Easter eggs.
yeah, like little Easter eggs in one of the episodes of I get so in Gravity Falls, have you seen that? Grunkle Stan. You know how he creates like a big portal
Yeah.
and he like in the mugs like fly in
Yeah.
and stuff. Well, in Rick and Morty, in one of the episodes, one of the first episodes, I think, like in the first season, when Rick is opening all of the portals to try and get away, he opens one and the mug flies out of the portal and just goes on the ground.
But there's
as
a
they're
bunch
going in.
of
It's
them.
like a one frame thing. It's
Yeah, but
really
there's
cool.
a bunch of like little Easter eggs in the shows, and even in like the Gravity Fall books, they come up with books. There's like Easter eggs to like Rick and Morty in there as well.
Yeah, there's a
cool.
lot of really cool
I
stuff.
like that. That's one show is kind of like.
And what's kind of cool is that it's a kids show and an adult show that are falling in the same universe.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because a lot of I've never seen that done before, and I think that's really interesting.
Yeah. So while I think it's like sometimes kind of cool and innovative, it's not my humor. I think.
That's fair. I mean, it's not for everybody.
Like I like very
Although I do still think you're wrong.
I like very dry, very I don't know, dry and really really smart humor. Like,
I don't
I'm not
even think
about
it's the thing is right is I don't even think it's. Yes, it is like a comedy show, but it's a show that's more supposed to be clever than it is actually
but the jokes
comedic.
are really immature.
Well, yeah, it's
And that's
so
why
is
I just
Adult
can't.
Swim in
But
general
that's
was a
why
very
I just
immature comedy.
can't. But I'm saying I just can't.
That's fine.
You know what show I hate?
What show do you hate?
Aqua Teen.
Oh, I can't fucking stand Aqua Teen.
Hate that show.
Never heard of it.
It's the one with the giant fries and the big meatball and the pedophile looking dude.
Burn all of.
I'll
I
be
don't
real.
watch
I just
TV,
really don't like
so.
Teen Hunger Force. It's
Aqua
just
Teen Hunger Force.
it's never really been my show.
I don't watch TV, so that's
The
my
one I
main
don't
issue.
like is Squidbillies. I'm not really a fan of Squidbillies either.
I've never heard of any of these.
It's like Squid Hillbillies. It's
Uh,
kind of dumb. Anyway, I guess we'll go to the next question.
Yeah.
Good conversation about Rick and Morty, guys. Next question. Oh, by the way, that last question came from the Double Link. That was his username.
What about the icebreaker guy?
The icebreaker guy was Shawnee Mick 16 or
Thanks,
Shawnee
Shawnee.
MC 16.
Thanks, Shawnee.
Thanks, you guys. You guys rock.
And the other one, I don't remember.
We would
but
not have a podcast right now without you. So, next question comes from Broccoli Badass.
Yo, tight fucking name!
Funny you say
That's
that,
lit.
because the question is, do you like mint-flavored stuff, and do you like my username?
I love your username. It's the best. I want to be Crispy Kale. Is it taken?
I don't know, maybe.
Shit.
Crispy Kale is, pretty standard, I feel.
Fuck.
Yeah, what's a better name than Crispy Kale?
Sprinkled kale.
Spicy Kale.
No.
why kale?
Minced kale.
Ew.
That'd be
Nah. Do you guys like minty flavored things?
No.
This is a weird fucking question.
No, I don't. It reminds me of brushing my teeth in the dentist, and I don't like either of those. So.
Yeah, I don't. The one thing I like minty is gum or mint.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
I don't
mint,
like any type of mint.
Yeah, exactly.
Although I can kind of do sometimes mint chocolate chip.
Nope, I can't.
So sometimes I have to be in the mood for it.
I can't. I would just rather the chocolate. I don't want minty chocolate. I would just brush my teeth if I wanted mint.
Do you like
I
chocolate?
personally, the only...
Ice cream?
Yeah. But don't add mint in it. I don't want to be overwhelmed by this flavor of cooling.
It is
Fuck
a
off.
really overwhelming taste. The only time that I can eat mint is when I'm when I actually want to. But I can only really eat mint if it's paired with something else. I
No.
guess.
Toothpaste. That's it.
I'm on the opposite. I hate the taste of toothpaste. I hate I don't really even like mint gum all that much. I like stuff like Thin Mints. Thin Mints I think are good. But
No, I think it's Thin Mint.
Thin Mints aren't bad, right?
Yeah.
No.
But Sticks of gum, I'm not really a big fan of. Like, I'd rather have, like, a fruity gum.
No, why would you want a fruity gum?
Or a cinnamon gum.
The point is to make your breath smell good with gum.
Big Red.
No!
Big Red.
Garbage.
Sponsor us.
No, don't. I don't want you to.
Please do.
No, I hate cinnamon.
Come out with a different flavor, then sponsor us. Okay, well, I hope that answered your question, Broccoli Badass.
What a conversation!
Yeah, no, that was not much of a conversation, but hey, we answered it anyway. Next one is tell a story that always makes you laugh. I think that's probably for each of us, but
Okay.
I'll have to take a second to think.
I gotta think about it.
I feel like I want to tell a story, but both of you already know it, so like I
Go
don't
ahead,
know if you'll
You
laugh.
don't have to tell us.
But
tell
it
them.
always makes me laugh.
Okay, go ahead.
So
Is it at my expense?
No, it's at
Oh,
my
thank God.
expense.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So
That works.
I told Desiree this story like a while ago, so I don't even know if she'll remember.
Yeah, I don't probably.
So I have a, we won't start there. We'll just start right where it was. So me and my friend, her name was.
Should we say it? Or?
No, I'm making up a fake one. Her name was
Joshua.
no Elsa. Princess Elsa. So, my friend Elsa and I and her family, we decided to go to a local, like, haunted house here in, not our town, but, like, a few towns over. And so we all went, and we, when you go to these haunted houses, like, it's a big, big haunted house, and there's huge, long waiting lines, and then there's also, like, another part of the house called, like, the Cell, which is, like, a jail-inspired maze one. But it's sort of the same premise as, like, a haunted house, and every year they change the theme. The theme we went was Alice in Wonderland themed. Whatever. So, we're waiting in line, and all this scary shit happens, and, whatever, it doesn't matter. Who cares? We bitch out of even going in the house, but we go in the Cell, the maze one. Whatever. That's not where this story starts. Where this story starts is we are leaving. We're, like, going back to her house, and I'm spending the night at her house. And so, we're pumped because me and her hated the whole night. We were like, this fucking blows. This was the worst. So we are stoked to get in the fucking car. And her brother, the whole night, anytime, like, one of those creepy people in the masks or, all dressed up came up to him, and, like, this is, like, A+, like...
A+, like, makeup effects.
Yeah, A+, like, special effects. Anytime they snuck up behind us, because they kind of went around and, like, tried to scare the crowd and kept it from being boring, he would turn around and be, like, flirt with them, or, just...
They're like, eep, beep, beep.
Yeah, like, he would just turn around and flirt with them and be like, he'd turn around and be like, oh, wow, I didn't see you there. You're
You
so
have beautiful
cute.
eyes.
Can I just, you got a little smuts. You know what I mean? So he was just, like, flirting with them, and, like, it was very funny, whatever. So, when we were leaving, we were, like, going around, like, anytime we saw one of them from a distance, we were, like, talking shit, and, like, just, like, throwing our own little cute lines out there, whatever. And her brother, he was doing it too, and, we were sitting there, we were, cracking the jokes and whatever, getting our goofs on. And there was this clown on stilts as we were going to the car, and her brother is like, oh, you're so gorgeous, like, I bet I could outrun you, da-da-da-da-da. And he was a clown, and my friend Elsa was scared of clowns, so she, at this point, lost the balls and just took off running. But I'm not scared of clowns, so I was sitting there with her brother, like, fucking making gags and shit. And this clown is, like, following behind us. So, we're talking shit, whatever, we're still talking shit. And it was, her brother, Elsa, me, and then her two other sisters, and then her mom and her mom's boyfriend. And they had a minivan.
Yeah.
So they opened the minivan, we get to the car. They opened the minivan, and all kids, were piling in the car. And we're like 16, we're like 16, 17 at this point, me and Elsa. So she gets in the car, I get in the car, and her two sisters get in the, in minivans. There's like the front two seats, and then like the...
Yeah, we got it.
Yeah, and then like back seats, you know what I mean? So her two sisters get in the back seats, and then her brother's gonna get in the back seat, and me and Elsa are in the little two-seat behind the driver. Anyway, so we're all getting in the car, and her mom and her mom's boyfriend, are outside, like, having a smoke before we drive home. The clown is still following us, and he came all the way to the car. So her brother gets out of the car, because he's like, oh, he's just standing by the car, I'm gonna go talk to him, whatever, like, I'm just gonna, because they're smoking, like, I don't want to sit here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fuck with them, whatever. So he gets up, and he's, like, talking, whatever, and he's right outside the car. And I guess he says to the clown, like, you can go inside the car. Like, I'll open the door and you can go in and scare the shit out of them. So, he opens the car door, and all of a sudden the clown on stilts is reaching in and coming into the fucking vehicle. So my friend Elsa, who's petrified of clowns at this point, screaming, kicking, losing her fucking shit. And the other side of the door, like the other door that he did not come in on, she ripped it open and she's out. She's gone. She's already left the fucking car. She's done. So I'm sitting and I'm laughing, but I'm backing up, like, away from him as he's putting more of his body in stilts, if you will, into the vehicle. So as he's doing that, I keep backing up because I don't want him to touch me. I don't really know. Like, I mean, I'm sure he had, like, no intention of, like, hurting us or touching us, but still, like, don't fucking touch me, ho. So, I keep backing up, and I'm thinking she's still in the vehicle. And I'm thinking I'm gonna press against the door. Yeah. And as I keep backing up, all of a sudden, there's no door, and I'm falling out of the vehicle. And at this point, I get so fucking petrified that I'm falling out of this vehicle because there's no door. I pee myself. I straight up, in the face of danger, just leaks all over myself at the fucking haunted house. And it was the most embarrassing thing. So my friend Elsa, at this point, is crying. She's having, like, a panic attack because the clown got in the car and, like, whatever. She's scared. And I'm trying to console her, although I just peed everywhere. Yeah. So I'm covered in pee. And I'm like, it's okay. And she's like, I really don't want to touch you. And I'm like, I don't blame you. I just peed. And so, I don't really remember where the clown on stilts went. Actually, I remember him running off, like, fucking booking it. Like he was a fucking pro football player in stilts, like, just...
He probably was like, oh shit, I gotta get away from now, I'm gonna get fired.
So, and I remember, like, that image of him just, like, gone. And then, yeah, I got to sit in my, well, I was also on my period, so I actually had a pad in, because I was a late bloomer into the tampon world. But anyway,
so it kind of, like, absorbed some of
it. It absorbed some of it, but on the way home I was, like, in a diaper, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it was, like,
Ew.
It was, like, a real
Ew.
But I did leak all over the rest of myself, too. So,
you had, like, a towel, hopefully, to sit on?
I just used my, like, jacket. Like, I took my jacket off and, like, sat on it.
Yeah.
Ew.
But, yeah, I leaked all over myself at the, haunted house.
Alright.
Because the clown got the car.
Right.
Yeah. Alright. Funny enough, my story also has to do with clowns.
Fuck.
And, haunted
Copycat.
houses. Yeah, no, it's a different person.
Are you sure that's the only story that can make you laugh?
I can't think of any at the moment, to be honest. Alright, fine, I won't tell mine. I'll wait. Desiree, go for it.
Okay, so this involves Heather.
Shit.
Remember when we were little, and I went to Mexico and got my hair done and everything like that. And then I came back and we had a mutual friend.
We had a lot of mutual friends.
And for some odd reason, we ended up having me pretend that I was a twin. Which is just like a whole switch. I don't even remember why we did, but like we were dedicated to it. It
So
was
you guys were twins?
Dedicated.
that I was a twin. So I don't know, he liked me and I went to Mexico and I came back.
He actually knows who this is.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on, I'm gonna blur it. I'm gonna cut this,
No,
but
just cut it.
hold on. It's
Oh my god, I grew up with him.
so did we. Continuing
I
on.
went to
We were his grandmother's neighbor, and he came to visit us every weekend.
Anyway, keep
Go ahead.
Okay, I don't remember exactly the reason why I pretended to be a twin. I don't know if you can like shed some insight on why
I think because he liked you, but he was also kind of a perv. Like, he would, like, take pictures of, like, girls' butts, and, like, he, like, at one point, like, grabbed my nipple, and I was like, what the fuck? Because I, like, was a little boy till, like, the age of 15, so, like, why are you touching me? Anyway, But I remember because he liked her, and because she did not like him, we were always kind of like, I don't know if we call it pranksters or just like, we liked fucking with people, and we liked, like, we would go to the playground and be like, fuck our names. Like, who do you want to be today? Like, let's make some fucking friends and just lie to them all day. Like, that's the type of kids we were. And, like, looking back, like, we were dedicated.
We were dedicated, like, this whole story. We had a whole story made up, like, of my sister, twin, like, ran off somewhere, and I came back from Mexico on a trip, and, like...
Well, she was also very tan, and she had her hair in, like, cornrows braided.
Right.
So...
Hey, let her tell the story. Come on.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying, but because he liked
it's her story.
Because he liked her, we made up that she had a twin named Destiny, and she...
You're not letting her tell the story.
Yeah, that was it.
Let her tell the story.
That's it. Go ahead.
Right, anyway, so it makes me laugh because it's so stupid, and, like, I feel like he believed us.
He did.
And which is just so stupid. Like, I don't understand why, but it was funny. I wish
we kept it up for, like, at least 2 weeks. Like, until she had
until I got my hair taken out. Yeah.
She was Destiny.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't remember where we said you went, but, like, I think you said maybe you were visiting, like, your dad in Maine or something.
Yes, I think that was it. And then, like, another story that was funny was, remember when we went to your little sister's school to pick her up?
Yes, I remember where this is going.
And like, we were on the monkey bars, and the little kids stole our shoes.
Yes.
Remember that? That was so funny. Yes. We were, like, chasing these kids around.
To give context, our middle school, we went in at, like, 7:30, and we got out at, like, 1:30. My sister, her elementary school didn't get out until 2:30. So, every Friday, me and Desiree would hang out, and we would go, obviously, from our middle school to my sister's elementary school to wait for her to get out. So we'd play in the playground or, whatever. But while we were playing in the playground, it was also, like, the kindergarten kids' recess.
And these kids were assholes.
Yeah, so me and her, we were like, fuck these kids. Let's just go on the monkey bars and chill because, like, they can't get up there and they're too weak to even use the monkey bars. So, like, fuck them.
Right. So then they stole our shoes. We had our feet dangling, and they basically took off our shoes and, like, took off, started running, and, like, basically trying to, like, keep away with our shoes.
Yeah, and they were fucking, like, pro football players. They were fucking passing them to one another, fucking running under us, chucking us. We were like, what the fuck? And like, at one point, like, it lasted until they had to go in. And then they just took our shoes and threw them. Like,
you didn't get assholes. 5-year-olds are assholes.
We were, like, 6th graders getting picked on by the elementary school kids. It was pathetic, honestly.
Yeah.
Alright, so I actually do have a story, and actually, you were with me, Heather.
Why am I always involved?
And I have another story too, but it's actually your story that you told me, but it always does make me laugh. But the first story I was talking about is what happened to us the other day at the mall. When we went to the mall, I bite my nails really bad, so I have to actually go to a place to get them fixed. And so me and Heather, every once in a while, we'll go to a salon or something to get them fixed. So we went to the mall. There's a salon in the mall, and we got our stuff done. And then we were on our way out, and Heather looks over at me and goes, Heather's really, really ticklish, and so whenever she gets any manicure or pedicure done, she cringes her life away for a good hour and a half. So she feels like she just fought a war every time she gets out of the salon. And
I'm like, I need to treat myself.
And so we were on our way out, and she goes, listen, I need to treat myself. We're going to go to Auntie Anne's. And Auntie Anne's is a pretzel dog type place. They just sell that kind of crap. But they're really good. So I was like, all right, cool. I'll get one too. And so we go to Auntie Anne's, we get in line. And previous to this, while I was waiting for Heather to get her stuff done, I was walking outside of the salon and just chilling. Some guy walks up to me and goes, yo, they don't even sell fucking alcohol here? And I was like, dude, I have no fucking idea. I'm not from here.
It's not our usual
mall.
It's
not our usual mall. And so he walks by and, ignores me, right? When we get to Auntie Anne's, this same guy is standing right in front of us. Once we get up to the front of the line, and we start asking this woman, or telling her our order. This guy, he looks at us. I'm pretty sure he was a little drunk or something, maybe drunk or high or something along those lines.
Normal.
He looks at Heather, and Heather just recently got a nice traditional tattoo on her shin, and it's a noose with a tree in the middle of it, and on the side it has some words. And this guy looks at her, eyes wide open, like crack eyes, like crazy. And he goes, "What's that mean?" And Heather is like a little bit taken back by it. She's like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" He goes, "What does that mean?" Like pointing at her shin. She goes, "Oh, it's from a movie." And he goes, "Oh, like what movie?" And she's like, whatever. Like it's from Harold and Maude. And he's like, "Oh, that's cool." Keep in mind here, Heather has never gotten a tribal tattoo, and Heather absolutely fucking hates tribal tattoos
with
the passion.
I'm
and
not from the 90s.
this dude looks at her shin and goes, "That's so cool." He goes, "I have a tribal tattoo too," and he rolls up his fucking his sleeve on his shoulder, and there's like a dream catcher?
It was like a dream catcher with like a unicorn or a fucking wolf
which was neither tribal or good. It was a very bad tattoo.
Yeah, it was washed out.
And she was like, "Oh, like that's cool," like being the non-confrontational person that she is. Yeah. So this guy, he looks at me and he goes, "You guys want me to get you your stuff? Like I'll buy you guys your food. He's like, all three of you, because there's one behind us." And I'm like, "No, dude, it's cool. Like whatever. Like we'll buy our own stuff. It's fine." He goes, "You sure? Like I can do it?" I'm like, "No, we're good. We can pay for it." And so he's like, "Okay, hold on." He goes, "Okay, fine." And then he's checking out Heather. Like he's a little bit fucked up or something. And
he likes
he likes
I'm
Heather.
Immediately writing a status on Facebook.
And Heather's immediately writing a status on Facebook about how angry she is that a guy called her tattoo tribal and compared it to his. Anyway,
shitty ass tattoo.
Yeah.
So
And
bad.
after this guy goes, "Oh, I'll buy you guys your food." He looks, and I politely deny it. He looks over at the woman who's behind the Auntie Anne's counter, giving us our order, and goes, "Hey, can I work here?" She goes, "What?" He goes, "I'll wash dishes for you for $2 an hour." And we're like, "What the fuck?" Like why? And not only is it weird that he decided to like ask them to work there. Like I get it if you need the money, right? It's fine. But why offer to buy all of our food and then ask for a job at $2 an hour?
Yeah. Which is like
What the
not
fuck?
even legal.
Which is not legal at all.
And also like, boy, go someplace. Go away.
Like boy needed something to do.
Also, this motherfucker. Hold the fuck on. You know those men that are balding but won't admit it? Listen, I got no hate for you. I got all love for you. But I do have hate for you when you take your balding ass head, you grow that fucking shit out and put it in a little rat tail ponytail at the back of your head.
He had one of those.
What do you mean? He was bald on top of his
Like
head?
bald on top
He
and
was
then
bald on the top, but he had it growing around the side of his head still.
Yeah.
So he put it into a ponytail.
he like grew it out.
But
and
not a
put it in
ponytail, like a rat tail.
Like a little rat ponytail.
It was almost like if he took a mullet and he just he braided it down, you know?
It was the
It was
fucking
really bad.
worst.
It was super trash.
Yeah.
It was fucking terrible.
And what's the other story that it's my story, but...
Oh, one of your relatives, when you were younger, you dared her to poop in the kitty litter box.
I did that.
And she did.
Yep, she did.
That's so funny.
What a classy broad.
That one always makes... You want to tell that one? I can't tell it. I just think it's funny.
Well, yeah, I mean, I just dared her, I was a kid and I was, making up some fucking dare that I was, fuck it. Like, I used to pee in the sink, so, like, for me, that wasn't a fucking leap, you know what I mean? Like, that was right over that little edge, you know what I mean? So, I was like, oh, I dare you to poop in the litter box. And, like, I don't know how anyone can poop on command, but she made it happen, and props to her. Good bowels, That's about it.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, I think what we're going to do right now is you guys want to take a break and then
I might as well just keep going.
You want to
We're
keep going?
Yeah, we're just doing questions. So.
Okay. Next question. Did I say the username for the last person?
I don't remember.
The username. Sorry guys, we're bad at this. This is literally the first time we've ever done this. Last question was by Bands and Plants.
I like your name.
I do too.
I doesn't sound familiar, so you probably didn't.
But the next question comes from Matt Sean00.
Another Sean, what's up?
What is your most embarrassing moment?
Oh God, so many.
Yeah,
I definitely have
I
mine.
think I just explained 4 of mine. I just called myself out for peeing in the sink. I called myself out for fucking a lot of my things have to do with pee.
Peeing yourself?
Peeing myself. I have to think then.
All right, do you have one, or do you want me to go first?
Yeah. Remember when we were in a math class I forget what grade it was. We were in math class. Everybody's sitting down. Everybody's being quiet, and I'm go to stand up for some odd reason, and I trip over my the person I shared a desk with, trip over his book bag and fall flat on my back or
I
my
do
face
not
or whatever.
remember this.
You don't remember this?
No, I don't know if I was in your class.
I think it was this. I don't want to say her name on thing.
8th grade?
When I sat next to in this class.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah, everybody was sitting down, everybody was being quiet doing their work, and I get up and I trip and fall flat on my face.
That's amazing. I don't remember, but I imagine it happened.
I fall all the time.
Although
Also, I have
would've
this
cried.
weird thing of
Clumsy
falling.
motherfucker.
Of falling forward, but somehow end up on my back.
Just feel like a cat.
Weird. You're like the opposite of a cat.
Yeah, the opposite of a cat.
So actually, while you were telling your story, I actually thought of a second most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to me. So I've had 2 very embarrassing things
Ooh,
that's
I
ever
know
happened to me.
where you're going.
First one was when I was in middle school. Mm-hmm. Yep, Heather's pointing at the area that I am talking about. When I was in middle school, I had to take Spanish. I think it was 7th grade, and my teacher left the room, and I don't think we were taking a test. I think it was a few minutes before the class was ending or something. So she just went to hand some papers in or something, and we all got up and we were fucking around being idiots. And I went to I don't remember if I was slightly jogging or walking up the row of desks, but the desks that we had, they were the ones that were just the seats, and then they had the desks that came around,
Connected to it.
Mm-hmm. And so when I was going up the row of the chairs, yeah, my foot accidentally caught onto one of them. And because the chairs, they don't have support on the desk part, when I went to grab the desk to keep myself up, I couldn't. And because one hand was preoccupied and the other hand was trying to catch my fall, I smashed my 2 front teeth off of the ground and shattered them in front of my whole class. I got up, right? Everybody was like, oh, look at that idiot, whatever, right? Until I got up and my hand was covering my mouth. I uncovered my hand and blood just poured out of my mouth. And I was like, oh, I was fucking basically unconscious at that point. But I blacked out because I was like, holy shit, what just happened? And I thought it was funny that I fell until I opened my hand and there's blood pouring out of my mouth. And what happened was when I broke my teeth, I broke them in an arch. So basically the right and the left side of each tooth are still there, but they form an arch in the middle that's empty. And so I had to go to my dentist and I had to get them put back on, well, not the teeth themselves, but I had to get them filled. And I couldn't eat anything solid for 3 or 4 weeks. It was really, really awful. And it was just a really embarrassing moment because I fell and broke my face in front of my whole fucking class.
That spread around the school
that was pretty brutal because that spread across my school pretty fucking quickly. Cody broke his teeth, whatever. That sucked. But my second most embarrassing story, Heather was also there.
Heather's in every story.
Why am I?
Heather wasn't in my middle school story.
Gotcha.
Okay, one.
My
One out
second
of all
most
of them.
embarrassing story is a more recent one, and it involves the only time that I've ever gotten so drunk that I pretty much lost control of my entire body. So my best friend, he recently became a father, and this whole story was while his girlfriend was pregnant. And this was right after we had met her. Me and my friend, our birthdays are not close, but usually we'll get together and celebrate both of our birthdays, and we'll go out to eat or do something like that. And this was the first birthday. I could already drink, but he wasn't able to until he had just turned 21. And, neither of us were really ever drinkers, so it was cool to be able to both be 21 and go out and, have fun and drink and whatever. And so, we had a nice dinner, and me and my friend, we decided to go to the bar and just have a few drinks, hang out, be friends, and chill, talk about shit, catch up. And Heather and his girlfriend decided to go get ice cream because she was pregnant and she couldn't drink alcohol. So me and him,
And mind you, these two, the bar and the Froyo place, was like across the street.
They were across the street from each other. Me and him, we went in the bar, ordered a couple of drinks, right? The problem is that my friend hadn't ever had any different types of liquor before. So I was like, oh yeah, we got it. I was also relatively inexperienced with alcohol. So I didn't really know the full effect that it was going to have on me. But we must have drinking probably at least 7 shots in 30 minutes.
Plus
that's like
2 beers.
For those of you who don't know, that's plus 2 beers. And for those of you guys who don't know, that is borderline alcohol poisoning level of alcohol in a certain amount of time. So.
And it wasn't like normal size shots. They were like scotch.
They were like shots and a half because it was a really bad bar and they didn't have shot glasses. And not only that, but the guy at the bar didn't stop us from drinking more. Every time we asked for another shot, he would just give it to us, which is like a really irresponsible thing, and he should get his bartending license taken away.
Most people don't have bartending licenses, so.
Whatever. He definitely didn't. He worked at a restaurant, but regardless, he probably should have gotten fired for that one. But, because once you have a certain amount of alcohol, you don't care how much more you have. You just keep going. And when Heather and his girlfriend met up with us, I was plastered. He was pretty drunk.
No, you guys weren't, like, plastered until you guys both got in the car.
Yeah, well, we were both pretty drunk, though. And he's a lot bigger than I am. He's, like, probably twice the size of me. So he can take a lot more alcohol than I can. However, we weren't like trying to like race in alcohol. Like we were just I was trying to show him different kinds. And so it was pretty innocent in the actual like having different kinds of alcohol and just accidentally having too much aspect.
Sure.
But the problem that we faced was once we got into the car, about halfway home.
No, we were 5 minutes from his house.
Oh, yeah, okay. We were about 5 minutes from my house. I passed out.
You fell asleep like 15 minutes before that.
I passed out for about 15 minutes beforehand, and I woke up, felt something not right, and just puked all over his new girlfriend's car. Problem was, this car was a lease, and she couldn't get it damaged, because if she damaged it, then she would have broken the lease. So Heather and her had to clean up my vomit out of her car when we got me home safely. Heather ended up having to call my mom to come and get me. I ended up throwing up in my mom's car as well. And it was a really bad night. and I said some questionable things. And it was a very embarrassing night, and I'd rather not relive it. So let's just keep going.
What were the questionable things?
I called you some pretty drunkenly bad names.
What else did you do?
Let's not talk about it. Anyway, let's keep going.
Next question.
Next question is... Where is it? Sorry, I had to bring it back up. It's actually our last question. Funny enough.
Perfect. We're like almost 15 minutes, so.
Wow, look at that. Our last question is a doozy. And it's a real thinker.
Oh
A
god.
real
Okay?
noggin
It's a
number.
real thinker. No, like, I'm actually serious. It's like a real philosophical question.
Okay, let's switch the
And
gears.
this question
baby.
comes from Pre-Preacher Life.
Oh, fuck. I already don't like you.
It's actually a really good question.
No offense. You might be a great person.
When your dog watches you eat a piece of chicken, and then you give him the bone, is he aware that you ate all the good meat, or does he think that he's getting an equal share? That's a legit fucking question. I'm actually really down with that question.
Okay, so, first of all, I would never give my dog bones because it can actually hurt them. So don't give your dog bones.
More importantly, chicken bones.
PSA, guys.
Yeah, more importantly, chicken bones. Do not give them to them. It will, like, poke holes in their, digestive tract, if you will, and damage their organs. So, don't do that. But on the philosophical concepts of that question, I would say that dogs, because they see themselves as part of a pack, and because they would see you as their pack leader, they would assume that what you're giving them is what they deserve.
What they deserve, or that it's an equal share?
That it's what they deserve because you are the pack leader, therefore you determine what everyone in the pack gets and where they stand in that pack.
That's interesting. I feel like...
And that's just, like, from a scientific, standpoint of animals.
I feel like on the realist level, a dog wouldn't give a shit. Your dog would just be happy that he's getting something. It's just... Yeah, no, that's a very... I can't really comment on it because I kind of disagree with you, but I am genuinely impressed with the level of intricacy that question has.
Like you put some actual thought into it.
Like, that was an actual, thought-provoking question.
Yeah.
I actually like that.
But also, it makes you think. Okay, can dogs actually process equal parts? And also, are dogs smart enough to realize there was a whole bunch of chicken on this bone?
Oh yeah, that's actually a
also,
good idea.
Dogs
yeah.
like bones, regardless of whatever
That's
kind
a
of
good
bone
point.
it is. So obviously they're excited to get the bone, but would they be more excited?
Yeah, do dogs
chicken or
understand
bone?
the
What would they
concept
choose?
of equal shares?
I thought they would choose both if they had.
Yeah, they would choose both. Yeah, they would choose
But
both.
would they get pissed off if they didn't get the actual meat?
I don't think they would get pissed off because dogs are such, innocent, loving animals.
And also, I don't know if they can comprehend that.
Yeah.
I mean, dogs, if you were to look at their brain in comparison to our brain, they have a much smaller frontal cortex than us. Therefore, they don't have the same level of reasoning and consciousness that we have.
Right.
An emotional sort of whatever. Because they don't feel sadness as frequently as we do. They don't have that brain area. Cognitive ability. So, I don't know. Like you said, I think that they would want both. But I think if they had to choose, if they had to choose, they'd choose both. But I think in general they'd be happy with either because they,
Yeah, I mean,
something
dogs.
is better.
Dogs
than
are dogs.
Although maybe
they're dogs.
also, I feel like they would rather have the bone, only because they can eat a piece of chicken in 2 seconds.
They inhale the chicken. Yeah.
Yeah, as for a bone, they're gonna have to sit there and they're gonna have to really chew on it and I guess get whatever they get out of chewing the bones. And
Well, not chicken bones though.
Not chicken bones, but just a bone in general, or any type of meat that's on a bone. Maybe not do a chicken as a good example because it's not specific dogs chicken bones. But any type of meat or a bone, I would think the dog would choose a bone because it's longer lasting and dogs are notorious.
Or maybe it would instinctually choose the chicken because they're driven by their noses.
Yeah, that's the question. Would it choose the chicken or the bone?
I think it would choose the chicken if you put both in front of it. I think it would choose the chicken because it smells the chicken, the meat. So I think instinctually
and
it would go for
also,
chicken.
most likely, there's more of it.
Yeah. I mean, because they're food-driven animals.
Right.
Yeah.
So.
That was fucking A, Pre-Preacher. You made me want chicken. Am I a dog?
Yeah.
You're very food-driven.
I am a very food-driven
I could get
person.
you to do whatever I want with some treats.
Yo, fair.
I
You
really
should just
could.
carry treats on you. For real. I'm actually really hungry right now. You should carry treats on you. But
In Mary Poppins bag.
yeah. I think that's gonna close it up for tonight.
Yeah,
What
I
do you
mean,
guys
shorter
think?
vlog, but yeah, I think it works.
Yeah, a little bit short of the actual time that we usually want to do it at, but
Only by like 7 minutes.
yeah, we got 7 minutes. That means that we got 7 minutes to plug our shit and get the fuck out. Ready? Alright, guys, thank you very much for listening to the Let's Get Irrelevant podcast. Again, I am Cody Gray. You can follow me on social media. I have a Twitter. My handle is Cody Needs to Stop. I have a YouTube channel, which is Cody Gray, and I do not post my Instagram, so good luck finding it. Heather, what do you got?
My Twitter and Instagram handles are both Edgar Allan Yo with a 0 at the end, and I also have a YouTube channel. I only have one video, but if you really care to follow me there, it's Heather Ducky is my channel name.
Alright, Desiree,
Okay.
on you.
So you can follow me on Twitter, and my handle is DesireeC34. You can also follow me on Instagram. My Instagram name is Bella's Mommy 9412, and I don't have it. Don't follow me.
You never know.
One day.
Maybe in the future.
Maybe.
I'll help you set one up if you want.
We'll see you in the future.
Alright, guys. Thank
Just
you very
kidding.
much. Have a good night.
Psychic twins, call me. Love you.
We did that like 2 episodes ago.
I'm
Anyway.
just saying.
Thank you guys very much. Hope you guys are having a good night or day, whatever time you're listening to this.
Yeah, don't be
If you have work in a few minutes, I hope you have a good day at work. Hey, I listen to podcasts on my way to work, okay? Sometimes it's good to just know. Alright, guys. Peace out. Thanks.
Oh my
A light just fell on me.
God. What a hoe.